Hi everyone, welcome to the Oracle Card Sessions and Mel's Campervan Adventures. I'm currently on the road, sitting near the beach. It's a little bit gusty out there, but it's lovely. It just gives, it's one of the ways that we can clear our auric field and our mind and get more relaxed. And when we're more relaxed and we haven't got all these other things going on, can help us really connect with our intuition and insights into what could be the next thing that we need to do that is good for us on our own journey. And I'm doing these Oracle sessions using the Oracle Guardian card deck, and each card, this 44, has a crystal associated with it and an archangel. And the idea is that I read out the challenge or the thing that you might resonate with, and then I share what the affirmations are on the card. Now, it's sometimes a bit tricky to go from challenge to feeling better in a good state, but the affirmations are to help you on that process. So the card that I've pulled this before, but I think it's important to pull it again because, every week I have a different experience of the same thing anyway. So this is Sugar Lights. I've got this, a really nice crystal. And this is asking, are you experiencing repetitive thoughts or incessant mind chatter? Do you grab onto a thought, a memory, or a life experience and chew it over and over and over again? It's time to let go and release situations from your past, whether it was 5 minutes or 5 years ago, and find the inner peace and true happiness. Now, the reason I said let's talk about this again is in my work as a psychotherapist or as a coach, even doing the yoga and meditation work, the key aspects in this, regardless of what outcome people are looking for, is lots of people really experience difficulty with incessant mind chatter. So meditation is actually what people start to use as a tool to help release initially that first stage of the monkey mind, of that mind chatter. And sometimes that mind chatter is incessant repetitive thoughts that are negative. And the reasons it's important to try and reduce that or clear as many of those negative thoughts as possible is the moment you keep thinking about negative thoughts, you're activating the stress chemicals in the body and your body starts to go under stress. And so if you relive arguments and difficult situations, then you keep activating that same stress. So we have a lot more power over our experiences and where things are going than we realise. So it's something that can be difficult to clear and do, and at the same time, once we start to take some steps to do that and use some tools, we can actually start to get even some decrease in the amount of repetitive thoughts we get. So consider the kind of thoughts that you have going around your mind. If you are having thoughts that go around in circles, why is it that you're allowing yourself to keep hold of those same thoughts? So is it something that you can resolve? Do you need to have a conversation with someone about what's on your mind? Do you need to write it down in a journal so that you can let that go? And there's a lot in research to be said for the power of journaling and getting that information onto paper, because what that allows is the unconscious mind to then come up and share solutions or help you see what the next step may be. Is it something to do with the past that you can't let go of? Do you need to, see a therapist or a coach that will help you process those thoughts and integrate that information? Or is it something that's gone on that you can learn something from and take that with you as you move forward? So like I said, it's different for everybody, but it is a common thing that people can get hooked. I've actually also noticed there is people who aren't necessarily going to be diagnosed with OCD, can have OCD type symptoms, but just don't meet the criteria for the diagnosis. And that is also a mental thing besides the common one that we know, where people incessantly turn off taps and make sure everything's locked several times before they leave the house. But OCD can actually grip us mentally. And if we allow our brains to have control over us and release negative thoughts all the time, those negative thought patterns will just grow and grow. And it's a bit like trying to dig a hole on a dry sandy beach. Is you dig that hole, and the more that you dig, the more the grains of sand start to fall in. And that's what happens when you start to entertain negative thoughts. So one of the key aspects of starting to get a grip with it is make sure that when you go to bed that you've got something else that you're going to focus on. Listen to calming music, do a guided visualization. There's a guy called Michael Neely online on YouTube. He does some amazing, really deep meditations that last for a couple of hours, some of them. I think he's NLP and hypnosis. It's either Michael Neely or Healy. It's one of the two. And listen to that before bed. So what happens is you're giving your mind new information, so that when you wake up in the morning, it gets easier and easier for those negative thoughts not to creep in really quickly. And if they do, then you're able to stop them. And it's like stopping a slow train. It's quicker, it doesn't take as long, and it's not as challenging to stop a slow train in action.